What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Gunfish TV. Back out here on the water today, as y'all can see, and I'm actually at an absolutely terrible body of water, as y'all could see from the title. Now, this is actually rated as one of the lowest producing lakes in the state of Virginia. So the title is no lie. This place is very, very tough. Are there fish in here? Absolutely, there are fish in here, but I'm going to tell you what, they're really, really hard to catch. It's some big ones out here. I've literally fished this lake all my life, and a lot of times you come out here, it absolutely kicks your butt. So I came out here today because we actually have some big storms coming in tomorrow through Saturday. So some really big storms, big cold front conditions. It's supposed to drop like 20 degrees tonight. It's going to rain for the next couple of days. And, you know, the weather's just not going to be good. So I figured I would take this opportunity to get out here and maybe catch some of these bass that are feeding up before this big front comes in. Now, y'all know that bass and other fish love to eat, you know, before a big front comes in. So I'm hoping today that's what's going to happen. Maybe we can catch a big one, maybe something up shallow, but we only have like 3.5 hours to fish. So it's going to be a little bit tough, but we're going to go for 5. If you think I'm going to catch 5 fish, hit that thumbs up button, like this video, and hopefully if you hit the like button, I can prove you right. So let's go ahead, let's get out here, let's start firing some casts. Let's see if we can catch some big ones. All right, so this is a trolling motor only lake, so we're not going to be running the big motor today. Trolling motor only, and right here's the dam, which is right where the boat ramp is. Y'all can see I put in right there. So this is one of the deeper points of the whole lake, which is not very deep. I mean, the water, y'all can see the water right here is only 3 foot, and the lake is low. I want to bring that up. No water's going over the dam right now. The lake's probably about, it looks like a foot low maybe, but we're gonna, let's see. What are we gonna start off with? I don't want to, I don't want to just go straight up finesse to start with. Tell you what, let's go with the crankbait. I'm gonna start off with this and see if we can catch any fish. Now there's a shooting range, if y'all can't hear it, there's a shooting range near this lake, and they're probably gonna be kapowing all afternoon. But we do got a little breeze. Like I said, breeze is kicking up, so maybe that'll get some of these fish fired up. And this is not a deep lake at all. Water has a little bit of color to it, which is kind of surprising. Not gonna lie about that, but we're just gonna kind of throw along this bank right here. A lot of times I go to the back and I do pretty decent in the back, but I'm kind of curious to see what the water temp is. It's looking like 77 right now. You can see some stumps and stuff in front of us. Well, fish just come up out there. A couple of fish come up. Kind of right where those fish come up is actually one of the deepest parts of the whole lake. All right, let's put this mess up and let's catch a doggone fish. Let's get out the old buzz bait. The old trusty buzz bait. We're gonna black our line out. And I know I'm gonna edit out a lot of that first few minutes of fishing, throwing around with live scope, because, well, didn't produce not even a bite. So we're gonna get up here and we're gonna get shallower, and we're gonna do what we do. We are gonna do what we do. And we're gonna throw this buzz bait, see if we can get a daggone big one to blow up on this thing, and see if we can make something happen. See another guy over there fishing. He might be bass fishing. He's up a little bit shallower, but I mean, I was seeing some fish on live scope. I mean, I was seeing some around the stumps and all, but man, I didn't, you know, couldn't get anything to move. So that's one thing about it. You know, I don't love it, but it'll tell you, hey, if they ain't going off out there, I ain't gonna stay out there messing with them. I can tell you that doggone much. Let me get up here and see if we can get one out of the dirt. Water temp 76, so I mean, they ought to be up here fairly shallow. Any reason why they shouldn't be. What I'm doing now is I'm just going along the pads, just trying to see if we can get one to come up on this buzz bait. Got the wind blowing right into this shoreline. So it's blowing right into these pads. I'm hoping maybe it's blowing some bait or something kind of up on this flat. But we'll see if we can get something to come up on this, and then if not, we'll change it up, and I don't know, we'll see if, you know, maybe pick up the swim jig, or maybe put on a swim bait, go back out deep a little bit, throw a swim bait. Not 100% sure. Oh, that was a good blow up. That was a good blow up right there. Shoot, let's follow that up with a frog. I think I'm gonna back up and regroup and get something else on here, because that was a really good blow up on that horny toad buzz bait, first bite. And I saw a couple more good fish blow up. So let's kind of pole down and let's see if we can regroup here. Let's see if we can regroup. I mean, I don't know why in here, but you know, sometimes you got these funny bodies of water. These just really weird bodies of water, and this is kind of one of them. And they just really like a horny toad, like just straight up. So that's what we're gonna feed them if that's what they want. I've caught them here pretty doggone good before. I had a day last year, I think it was in the summertime, I caught them pretty good on the horny toad, which I caught them kind of in the back, and that's where we're gonna head. As y'all can see, I mentioned that I was maybe gonna put on a black and yellow one, but I went back with white. Let's see if we can get a big old bass to eat this thing. Oh, golly. How about that bite? That was a pickerel. I'm gonna tell you what, he exploded on it. Came completely out of the water. Didn't get it somehow. Whew. That was a heck of a bite. I mean, oh my goodness, my bait got hung in some grass, and it is. Got that one. Oh, that's a pickerel. That is a slimy little chain pickerel. But we finally caught a doggone fish. I mean, it's been an hour. Ooh, chill out, buddy. It's been an hour. There we go. First doggone fish. And we caught him. About darn time. That's probably what's been biting it up here the whole time, if you want me to be honest, but I'm being very optimistic that they are bass. I think a couple of them have been bass just by the way they've sounded, but those pickerel can fool you sometimes too, though. There's one. I don't know if that's a bass or a pickerel. I think it's a bass. Nope. Yeah, it's a bass. All right. Get in here. It ain't a bad one either. Heck yeah. Well, I'll be darned if we didn't get us one. Old bass right there. Well, that's number one. Got him on that horny toad. I mean, as soon as I moved it, that fish blew up on it. Nice. Thank you, buddy. Well, there's number one. There's number one. We're a little bit closer. We're a little bit closer. I knew some of those fish that were blowing up on this were bass. I was like, I mean, they gotta be. But I mean, literally, as soon as I moved that thing, that fish blew up on it. Get that buzz bait back up for this open stuff. There's one. Oh yeah, baby. That's a doggone another decent one. Get in here. Number two. Yes, on the buzz bait. Heck yeah. I mean, choked it too. Let's get out of here. Come on. Don't want to. I mean, absolutely choked it. Number two. Worst lake in the state, and we got number two. Thank you, buddy. Daggone right. I will take it. I mean, we're back here in the sticks, and I know some of them ones we missed have been bass. I done said it already, but we're way back here. We're in 1.9 foot of water. 1.9. I mean, it's liable to be a darn giant back here. I heard a great big fish blow up back here a few minutes ago too. God, that's a big one. That's a big fish. I don't know if this is a bass. Oh, it's a bass. Oh, it's a big one too. Oh my God. And I don't have my darn net out. Oh, yes. About to break my darn rod. Come here. Come here, doggone it. Oh. Ooh, y'all. Let me tell you what. Now that's what you call a daggone big old good one right there. Golly, man. Up shallow. Ooh, woo, on that horny toad. Y'all look at that. Absolutely choked. Hopefully this back camera was running for that one. Man, I'm gonna tell y'all what, that's a 6-pounder if I ain't ever seen one. Oh man, I mean, look at that slaunch right there. I thought it was a darn pickerel. I'm not gonna lie. That is a pretty one. All right, girl, got some good pictures of you. Man, what a beauty. I mean, for here, y'all, this is a giant. That is a big old fish right there for in here. I mean, that is a doggone big one. What a beauty. At least a 6-pounder. Man, nice. There she goes. Oh, y'all. Number 4, and that is a giant. That is a giant, y'all. That is a giant for in here. Oh, what a fish. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like, at first, I was like, that's probably a big old pike, a big old pickerel. And then, like, when it came out and I saw the color, I was like, nah, that is a big bass. Oh God, that's exciting. Well, number 4. Number 4. That fish was up there in no water. None. On the old horny toad. Wow. I figured with this wind blowing and pushing down the lake like this, and the way the fish had been kind of up shallow in the trees, I mean, I thought it was definitely a chance at catching a big one. But woo, I don't know if I was expecting one quite that big. And I'm throwing this toad on a 7.2. This is a Team Lou's signature series, and this is actually the Andy Montgomery chatterbait rod, but I love it for a swim jig and a toad in the pads. Love it for that. I like the action. It loads up good. As y'all can see, it works great. But just got that paired up with 50-pound test P-line braid. And then this is on a 6/8-1. This is a Team Lou's. This is just a regular old custom $99 reel is what that is, the speed spool. But man, what a nice fish. Ooh, one just moved on it. Got that wind to our back, so we're kind of just scooting along. We done got out of that pocket and we're going back down here. We're getting up on where I caught that big one at. It's almost like the fish are like pushed in this little section right here. So we're gonna get back in there and spend our last bit of time in that area. Thinking I probably knocked the leg off my frog, and I did. Turn it. Oh God, we missed him. Oh, he took my other leg off. Oh my God, we got a knot. We got a knot around the end of our rod right now. Ah, well, that's it, y'all. That is it. We're gonna throw one more for good measure, and that's it. We got to get on back to the darn boat. The boat trailer is what I should have said. We're in the boat. We got to get to the boat trailer, but I got a troll to get there. I don't have any. I can't fire up the big motor, But man, I'm not complaining. We caught a doggone big one. We caught a big one, but that's it. We got to get on back. We got to get on back, and I got to get some stuff retied. So y'all need to go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well, because I got a frog only tournament this weekend. You heard that right. Only hollow body frogs is all we're throwing. So that's going to be a fun time. I got to get everything rigged up tomorrow for that tournament, get the boat cleaned out. I'm really looking forward to it. So I got to get everything packed up. Like I said, hit that like and subscribe button. I appreciate it. And I'll see you next time on Gunfish TV.